Welcome to another Monday. I am Daphne here with your energy forecast for this coming week. We're going to get straight into the day-to-day nitty-gritty of the week today because there's a lot to cover. Monday, you're encouraged, you're invited. The energy wants you to be playful and curious. Where can you allow yourself to explore more, to experiment, to try out new ways of being? It is okay to choose something you've never chosen before. It's okay to pivot with purpose as long as you are aligned in your values, as long as you're connected to your higher self, to your inner guidance, as long as you are aligned with your purpose and your values, go for it. Where are you resisting doing that because you're focusing on what could go wrong rather than what more is possible? When you focus on what can go wrong, you're fencing yourself in. You're resisting what is possible. When you're willing to push those boundaries, you learn what more is possible for you. Tuesday, consider where you feel fulfilled and yet trapped. You know there's more is possible, and yet you are staying in survival mode almost in an effort to keep those around you happy because they are not ready to expand and expand what's possible for them. And you are. So it's time for you to be willing to do that for you. What new opportunities are you willing to give yourself permission to accept rather than turn them down so that you keep those close to you happy? Because your job is not to keep them happy at the expense of doing what you are here to do. Wednesday, be curious. Really wonder what you're willing to do different when you're connected to your higher inner guidance. So get really connected with your inner guidance and then really get curious about what are you willing to do differently? Where would you benefit from extending those boundaries of what you've thought was possible up till now? So there's a bit of a theme going on here, as you can hear. What more is possible when you connect with your higher self and channel your creativity from there rather than from your head? Thursday, you are so much more than your physical self, and you grow through spending time with your spirit, with your higher self, with your soul. On Thursday, you're not going to be interested in superficial small talk. You're going to want to go deep. So avoid all the superficial small talk that you can because it's going to frustrate you. Where do you connect with your higher self in your everyday life? And where can you make space for that? Friday, you're invited to go deeper in your relationship with the unseen world. How willing are you to dig up the parts of your life that no longer serve you and then to release them and surrender into the new possibilities? As you make decisions and welcome in new opportunities, be willing to trust your gut feelings, your inner knowing. Saturday, what's really important in your physical experience? On Saturday, we welcome in diamond energy into April, and we also begin a new manifestation cycle. So it's a day of new beginnings. As you move into the next phase of your growth, how can you be willing to allow yourself to play and experiment more? How willing are you to allow others to see what you value? Sunday, remember that you are enough. You don't need validation from anyone outside of you or anything outside of you. You are enough. Are you aware when you're not in integrity in your own values? It's really important to know how your values show up in your everyday life so that you can do that check. Are you aligned with them? Are you in integrity with them? Because it is not sustainable That's when we get burnout. That's when we feel overwhelmed, when we are doing what is unaligned for us. That's one of the causes. Where are you tempted to focus on doing too much for others rather than honoring you and your needs? Remember that having compassion for others begins with you having compassion for you. Really important. So many of us need reminded about that over and over and over again, because we keep giving and burning out, because that is how we've been habituated. That's how society has conditioned us. That's how we've been told to be. So we do. And we suffer the consequences, and we need reminding to change that. Remember, as always, this is universal energy that we all experience. You, of course, have your own energy bubble. You carry it with you, right? And when you're fighting against it, when you're trying to do things in a way that isn't aligned with the energy that is yours, then you make it harder than it needs to be. So when you are ready for a personal energy reading or forecast, please send me a message and we'll organise that for you. And remember to make space for connection with yourself, with your spirit, with resources. Remember to ask for help when you need it. Ask for what you need from others. Be vulnerable. Have a fabulous week. I'm here for you.